It looks like Shedeur came through your last couple of practices. Okay, will he be your number two?
He will be the number two, yes. By the hour, if you will, but he's working very hard.
Do you still expect him to be ready to go?
I do. A good thing having Sed back out there. He's a guy that we really trust, a quarterback trusts, so good to have him out there.
Jimmy Haslam has done it again, pushing Kevin Stefanski to make the bold decision of naming Shedeur Sanders as QB2 for the upcoming game against the Jets. After days of circulating rumors and constant media speculation surrounding Shedeur's injury, the moment we've all been waiting for has finally arrived. Kevin Stefanski, under immense pressure from both fans and the media, has officially made his statement. Shedeur Sanders will be quarterback 2 for this critical matchup, and there's a chance we could even see him take the field, should the opportunity arise. Stefanski acknowledged the hard work Shedeur has been putting in, working tirelessly to get back to his best. While there was initial hesitation, it's clear now that the coach is ready to give him a shot to prove himself once again. But that leaves us with one burning question. Will this be the start of Shedeur Sanders' redemption? Or is there something more to the story that we haven't yet seen? Let's dive into what this decision means for Shedeur's future and what we can expect from him moving forward.
Sometimes it comes via your words, sometimes it comes via your actions.
How does it impact you that Aaron Glenn hasn't named his starting quarterback yet?
Again, we know both these quarterbacks, they're different, but they're both very, very good players, dangerous players. You have to understand how they play because they're different, but we could see both of them, in the game. So you have to be prepared for.
Kevin Stefanski didn't stop at naming Shedeur Sanders as QB2 for the upcoming game. He also made it clear that Shedeur is an exceptional talent. Stefanski emphasized that there's no obligation to stick with just one quarterback during the game against the Jets, and both Shedeur and the starting QB could see action. While acknowledging that they play differently at the quarterback position, Stefanski expressed confidence in their abilities, stating that the team is ready to have both on the field. He praised both quarterbacks as crazy good and assured fans that they're prepared for any situation that arises. Kevin Stefanski's perspective on Shedeur Sanders has clearly shifted, and things are looking promising for the young quarterback. In a recent press conference, Stefanski spoke highly of Shedeur, highlighting the value of his family legacy and the environment he grew up in. With a father who's been deeply involved in football, Shedeur has had the privilege of learning from some of the game's greatest players and coaches. Stefanski emphasized that Shedeur's exceptional collegiate career speaks for itself, and when the time comes for him to play in Cleveland, no further explanation will be needed to understand his capabilities.
And gosh, we talked about all sorts of football and scheme and those type of things, and so he's somebody that's grown up around this game with his dad. Obviously, played the game at a high level. And
Kevin Stefanski also emphasized how crucial a player's environment is in their development. Reflecting on Shedeur Sanders' upbringing and his ability to handle challenges, Stefanski expressed strong confidence in his readiness. He acknowledged that Shedeur's exposure to such high-level football environments, with guidance from his father and top-tier coaches, has positioned him well for success. Stefanski believes that when Shedeur gets the chance to play, he'll be more than prepared to perform. The environments Shedeur has been a part of have played a vital role in shaping his skills, ensuring he's set up for success when the opportunity arises.
I just think we're all a product of our environments, obviously, but I think the environments that he's been in have set him up really well.
Kevin Stefanski didn't just shift his stance on Shedeur Sanders. He also made a notable change regarding Myles Garrett. There had been rumors of Garrett being traded due to his criticism of Stefanski, but Stefanski has now expressed a different perspective. He acknowledged Garrett as the true leader of the team, emphasizing that leadership sometimes means speaking up and other times taking action when necessary. Stefanski praised Garrett for proving himself in the past and confidently stated that Garrett will continue to show his value as the season progresses. Kevin Stefanski further praised Myles Garrett, calling him an authentic leader who stays true to himself and leads with sincerity in his actions. Stefanski made it clear that Garrett's words were not carefully scripted or rehearsed, but came from a place of honesty, highlighting the importance of leading with truthfulness. He emphasized that Garrett's straightforward approach is what makes him such an effective leader for the team in Cleveland, as his leadership is grounded in genuine conviction and integrity.
Again, I think there's the biggest key in leadership is authenticity, and you just have to be yourself. And I think that's what all the good leaders I've been around try to do on a daily basis. And then that authenticity, I think people believe in that.
This shift in Stefanski's approach to players like Shedeur and Myles Garrett suggests that he's finally grasped the importance of maintaining a cohesive and focused team. Reports indicated that the locker room was on the verge of exploding, with tensions rising due to the Browns' poor performance. Cam Newton even warned Stefanski that the situation was like a ticking time bomb. With the team losing games and frustration building among the players, Newton cautioned that if Stefanski continued to make the same mistakes, especially by sticking with Dillon, he could face serious consequences. The pressure has never been greater for Stefanski to turn things around. Cam Newton highlighted that Kevin Stefanski may not fully grasp the severity of his situation. He pointed out that as frustrations within the locker room continue to grow, Stefanski must make the right decisions for the upcoming game. If he falters again, the pressure on him will only intensify, and players who have been subtle in their critiques may start voicing their frustrations publicly.
But while having grace, big dog, you're losing games. And tick, 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 tick. You're on a clock. And even though that's the ticking time of a clock, it can also be the ticking time of a bomb.
Despite Stefanski's efforts to clarify his position by naming Shedeur Sanders QB2, many are still dissatisfied, especially given Dillon Gabriel's ongoing struggles. Johnny Manziel, the former Browns quarterback, has joined the chorus of critics, passionately calling for change. He openly criticized the team, the coach, and the current quarterback situation, insisting that Dillon's time with the Browns is over. Manziel expressed his confidence in Shedeur Sanders, declaring that there's no doubt about his readiness to step in as the starting quarterback. He didn't hold back in his critique of Stefanski, emphasizing that if Dillon continues to underperform, it's time for Shedeur to take the reins, with no more waiting or excuses. It's a call for change that could reshape the team's future.
Finally, allow.
Right
what
now.
say here?
Right now. Start him now. Stop it. As much as I rip on Cleveland, it's still like, damn, man. I still talk to my boys who have played there, and it's just like, are they ever going to figure it out? And at this point, bring yourself a spark.
No.
Bring yourself a spark. Put Shedeur in. Let him go. Let him rip. He's looked good enough in the preseason. He's been sitting there for 8 weeks now.
The situation surrounding Kevin Stefanski and the Browns' quarterback controversy has reached a boiling point, and it's clear that change is imminent. After days of speculation and pressure from fans, Stefanski finally confirmed that Shedeur Sanders will be QB2 for the upcoming game against the Jets, with a possibility that he could see the field. His shift in stance is a response to the mounting criticism and frustration from both fans and players, signaling that Stefanski is aware of the gravity of the situation. Not only has he recognized Shedeur's potential, but he has also acknowledged Myles Garrett as a vital leader on the team, showing his willingness to support the players who will drive the team forward. Yet, despite Stefanski's efforts to regain control and address the issues, not everyone is satisfied with the moves made so far. Former Browns quarterback Johnny Manziel has openly criticized both the coach and the quarterback situation, calling for Shedeur Sanders to be named the starter, given Dillon Gabriel's continued struggles. Manziel's words echo the growing sentiment within the locker room that a change is needed to revitalize the team's performance and future. The Browns' season is at a crossroads, with pressure mounting on Stefanski to make the right calls in order to save his job and turn the team around. The situation has become a ticking time bomb, and every decision from here on out carries significant weight. The question remains, will Shedeur Sanders get the chance to prove himself as the leader the Browns need, or will the team continue to struggle under Dillon Gabriel's leadership? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. Change is on the horizon for the Cleveland Browns. So, what do you think? Is Shedeur Sanders ready to step up and take over as the starting quarterback for the Browns? Or do you believe the team should stick with Dillon Gabriel for now? Do you think Kevin Stefanski's shift in approach will be enough to turn things around? Or is it too little too late? How do you feel about the pressure mounting on Stefanski and the impact it could have on his future with the team. And what about Myles Garrett? Do you agree with Stefanski's praise of him as a leader? Or should more be done to address the internal struggles in the locker room? We want to hear your thoughts. Drop your comments below.